Hello, Lay Pigeon Church Pathfinders. It's a privilege to join you this morning in our Pathfinder Day program. I've been asked to answer a few questions. I'm pretty sure most of you might not know me. So my name is Nathan Pomaleu, Minister Nathan Pomaleu. Let me give you a brief history of who I am. I'm from Manus and New Island. Me from Manus and New Island. Me starting school of Panim Adventist Primary School. Then we move Kamlong Lay Adventist Primary School, and then to Kam Memorial, Kabufa Lay Secondary, Mount Diamond Institute of Life Secondary, and then to PAU. Okay, work experience with me, I worked with Moraba Mission briefly, ABC, and supporting communications on them. Malang Industrial Center as under Human Resource Manager, and then currently now serving as the pastor to Jones Foundation Seventh Adventist Church. Previously, in the previous year, me staff was associate church pastor long whole Seventh Adventist Church and secretary to the Northwest District. In what year did I come to Lay City? That's a good question. 2004. 2004. Lay Pigeon Church, of course. Why? Well, because it was close to my house, and now it's actually close to my heart. Okay, what year? Well, I wasn't a baptized member until 2007. Me no baptized member until 2007, but I was a regular member of Lay Pigeon Church. Yes. How long? For how long? Well, in terms of years, me and my mom and dad, my siblings, we were part of the LPC family from 2004 to 2020. Few movements in between, but to this day, I think my name is still in the Clerk's book of membership. That's basically almost 20 years, about 18 years, yeah. What was your first position given in the church, and how long did you serve? All right. So, well, I was first given the role of the pianist for quite a long time. So I was actually the pianist for quite a while before I became the assistant youth leader of the church, and then the assistant communications leader at the same time before I moved to study. So in 2018, I came to Lay for holidays, and I wrote a song. Me write the song. Upon the first day, first Sabbath, me walk about going to church, coming to church, Lay Pigeon Church. I sat there and tears filled my eyes. I want to pull up live to me. I couldn't find any of my fellow Pathfinders that I grew up with in LPC. I only saw a few who kept trying to be the model of example, who would still find down deep in their heart the drive to create the environment that once exists in the church, that shaped them to become the leaders they are now. But me look around na, me try lo, Painimol, Pathfinder lo, era blo me pla grow up on them in the church. Without talking to anyone, I could feel that strange feeling that the leaders and members are not fully united. I went back, we go back to the house, and I was told when I went back to the house that one of my brothers fought with his mom and sister. And there was a lot that I had to process in a short time, because coming back and realizing that the environment that I grew up in with all the others is not there and making me sorry. So I decided to pick up a pen and started writing the lyrics of this song. So as me sit down na me thinking about the Pathfinder Day, me kirap na me writing one galiglig thinking. Pathfinders, as long as you are registered, as long as you are a registered member to a club, you have signed up for a code of discipline like no other. You have signed up for a code of discipline like no other. You must first come to realize that you are now registered. You register underneath long You are registered to undergo a process that will break you, humble you, and teach you great life skills. More importantly, to form a lasting relationship with God and prepare up and coming church leaders who are grounded in the systematic running of the church. Dahil ito systematic running, I mean also, trupla, original way of running Adventist church ya. You balign him inside long here. You balign him all these skills inside long Pathfinder. It's the process that I'm requiring your full cooperation. Okay, you must be obligated. You are obligated to follow orders of service and ministry that was properly set up to prepare true Christian soldiers like those who have gone before, that rightfully marched to the beat, onward Christian soldiers that made them stand tall to sing, "Oh, we are the Pathfinders strong," or "We are the Pathfinders." Not just a soundtrack to march in with. Discipline was the priority. So Pathfinders, it is very important that you come to realize God's love for you. So that is why mikirap na writing this the song. Giraw ni bagarapin is. You go out and talk to sol pasin do yumi one kind. Osem na mi writing lo chorus mi togol sem. Mi writing min sa lo chorus em gol sem. Barata sana wante mi. Lusimol pasin wo em holding you back. Sana wante mi. Soy mo sem big man step inside the lewa blue. Na lewa blue mi. Yumi holy man na walk bung one time. Na toki mol man Yesu bay ka. Yumi senisi mol pasin do yumi. Na yumi moving walk igo pass. Come back na sana wante mi. I basically wrote this because I felt like a lot of those young people that we grew up in Pathfindering, they've lost their taste of the church. They've lost their experience, they grow the faith with God. And sing out there. We sing out. Lo come back na kam sana wante mi. And for those Pathfinders that you are watching, na you sabi also, you na me want them, log same ka era. Suppose you realize him also, mem call him come to you too. Come back na kam sana wante mi. Let's help lead the church of God. Let's lead these young people to Christ.
Now you be moving, walking, go past. Come na sana one time me. Lucy will passing way more in your bed. Also sa sana one time me. So you big money stop from there, from you. You me holy man na walk boom one time. Na talking more man yes to buy come. You me say see now you be moving, walking, go by. Come na sana one time.
Oh, what is all experience where you kiss him inside the LPC in church. It has shaped you. It has brought me this far. It is the foundational background for me, long LPC in church, that has brought me this far out of it. And so, Pathfinders, you are now part of this journey, just like the rest of us who have come through Lay Pigeon Church, who have experienced Christ in this church. Embrace this opportunity. Embracing this opportunity, grasp it with both hands. Learn, unlearn. Come to experience His love for you and learn to walk in His footsteps. No matter how challenging life may be, learn to be strong. Learn to stand up and walk. Don't leave the church just because a circumstance in your life, in your personal life, and dictating faith to you on the big man. You must isolate in this place and continue to depend on God. And just like our team suggests, go with Jesus. I have a lot of stories that we can talk with about how life has really messed me up personally. But I never left the church. I found strength. I found that courage to keep on pushing forward in Christ. And take into account that you are privileged. You are a privileged one to have come through this process. Go with Jesus. You heard me mentioning plenty schools today. I mentioned another after Mount Diamond, the Institute of Life Secondary School. That was the time that I came to realize how important it is to walk with God. Now, I'm not going to try and find in this institute because It doesn't exist as an institute registered under the education system or the government. It's an institute registered in the Garden of Eden. To go with Jesus means for you to embrace his teachings, to embrace his way of doing things. The best times of my years were spent in the AYM department. I got baptized in my Pathfinder uniform. I will get married in my Pathfinder uniform, and I will die with this uniform. With that, I want to wish you all God's blessing and a happy Pathfinder day. Embrace the activities of the day, and if we don't meet here, sanap one time holy man, walk good one time our church family. Because of this church, because of the leadership of this church, some of us have embraced our background, have found our footing, our strength. Please create the right environment for the young people to grow in, to look up to you and say that yes, our leaders are united and we are motivated to also one day stand up and unitedly hold hands together to finish the gospel commission. God bless and see you all soon.
Yes, so you come, be giving lifelong me. Come the Son of one time.